Hey guys, Neo Mr. Now for today's video, it's time to talk James Ward-Prowse, Southampton midfielder linked with Arsenal. I'll be giving my thoughts on that. Also, Ainsley Maitland-Niles linked to move away to a European giant in Milan and Everton. Also, more Ryan Fraser news. Arsenal still in the hunt for him. I'll be giving my thoughts and views on that. But until then, please continue to subscribe, like, comment on the videos. It does really help the channel out and support. Now, time to get started. So, James Ward-Prowse been linked to Arsenal from Southampton. I can honestly say never saw this one happening. Like, absolutely never saw it happening. However, I started looking into this on the reasons why we've been linked with James Ward-Prowse, and it seems that the Southampton owners are having a difficult time financially, and they are set to sell quite a few players in order to raise funds because of everything that's been going on with the coronavirus. And James Ward-Prowse is said to be up for sale, so to speak, and Arsenal is said to be one of his so-called suitors, and said to be interested in James Ward-Prowse. As you know, James Ward-Prowse is an English central midfield player, primarily plays deep a lot of the time, but can also drift out wide to kind of a wide right, as well as playing an attacking midfield role. He's 25 years old, and overall, you know, James Ward-Prowse is a pretty good, solid player. I believe originally he was from Chelsea's academy, never quite made it, but overall, a pretty good, solid player to have. And, I mean, with this in mind, I start to wonder, like, where is this coming from? And the only thing that I could really think of is that, I think a few days ago there was some rumours on Guendouzi, and I talked about that. And the only thing that I could be thinking of is that Arsenal might be looking to get rid of Guendouzi and then bring on James Ward-Prowse. I mean, he's got the experience, he's Premier League ready, and you know what, to be really honest, he would be the type of person that would make an ideal replacement. He's still young enough where he can still develop. He does have various different, for me, assets that I think would go well with Arsenal. I mean, lots of games in the senior team. So, I mean, we're bringing someone who's a real leader in that Southampton dressing room, which I think is exactly what you want. I mean, when you look at his stats, 35 games played so far this season, 4 goals, 5 assists. Not bad for a player that plays in central midfield. It's more than what Granit Xhaka has. It's more than what Guendouzi has. I mean, let's be really honest. It's more than what Mesut Ozil has. So I mean, like, he has that going for him. And right now, even though they're not talking about price tags and what that looks like, but I mean, online James Ward-Prowse is valued at 13 million. Just because he's an English player, that means he's probably going to be more like 23 million, and to get him out of Southampton, at the very least the price that Southampton might be looking for might be close to about 33 million on top of that. So I could see at least 30 million, probably somewhere around about 35 million is going to be what it's going to take to get James Ward-Prowse out of Southampton. I know it's kind of come from left field, so I'm just going to kind of leave it up to you guys. Like, what do you think about James Ward-Prowse? And an honest assessment. Like, forget the fact that his name is James Ward-Prowse and the fact that he plays for Southampton. Like, he's a good, solid player. Yes, he's not a brand name, but I mean, he does produce, you know. So let me know what you think. Would you be happy with James Ward-Prowse coming in? Would it just be with him one, maybe Guendouzi leaving? Would that be acceptable? Who knows? Like, let me know what you guys think. Now, Maitland-Niles, Ainsley Maitland-Niles being linked away at Arsenal. Yesterday, news kind of dropped, and I thought, you know what, I'll leave it a bit of a while and I'll do a video today on it. And then literally a few hours ago, I read an article that Everton were also looking at him as well, on top of AC Milan, being aware of the current situation and monitoring how things really go there with Maitland-Niles. And I can honestly say that I'm not surprised to see this come. I think the writing's on the wall for Maitland-Niles for a while now, and I just think that maybe it is time for a change when it comes to Maitland-Niles. Unfortunately, you know, I'm the type of person that a lot of the academy players that are coming through, I want to see them succeed. I want to know that they're going to get a fair crack at the whip at Arsenal. I was an Iwobi fan. Unfortunately, he left. We got good money. Now it looks like Maitland-Niles could be going around the same kind of path in that he's going to be sold and he's come from our academy. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. We all know that Maitland-Niles isn't a right back. He's been playing there, and he's been playing more as a defender, more so than any other position from the time that he made his debut at Arsenal. Originally, when he started under Wenger, he was used as a backup for Monreal because Monreal was injured, had a good solid run there. Then Emery came in, Wenger's gone. At times he played in midfield, then he's playing at right back, and to be honest, I just haven't seen that much of an improvement. I don't think that he's passionate about the right back position in terms of defending. I just think a lot of the time he's just going through the motions. And I think a lot of, depending on the team that we're facing, he looks like he does an okay job. But for the majority of the time, especially with the top 6 clubs, a lot of time it's an okay performance. It really is. So to find out the rumours that he's linked away to AC Milan, I'm not surprised. At Everton, that one even more so not surprised. I mean, one of his good friends, Alex Iwobi, who I previously talked about, is now at Everton. You know, with everything that's going on, you don't think that he might be like, yo, Alex, like, what's up? Like, how's it at Everton? Of course it's going to be the case. Of course he's told him how Everton is. He's probably told him how it is under Carlo Ancelotti. Obviously, young English player. I mean, Everton, of course, would be interested. So, not surprised to see this to be the case. Now, I think the key thing is that obviously this kind of move has obviously been linked to Arsenal looking to raise funds. Like, how much money could we potentially get from him? Now, I don't think we'll maybe get around the 40 million mark in terms of Alex Iwobi, but I would say probably somewhere between 25 and 30 mil for Maitland-Niles, just because he's an English player. I think if he wasn't English, it would be somewhere along the lines of probably 20 mil, to be honest. But, you know, it's that English premium that clubs are going to have to pay, and it's exactly what Everton are going to have to pay if they do really want Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So, let's see what happens there. Or maybe he might even go to AC Milan. I don't know, but I think this is a good step to get Iwobi, oh my God, I keep saying Iwobi, Maitland-Niles off the books. I just think now is the time. So I do hope that this goes through, unfortunately. So sorry, Maitland-Niles, if you're listening to this. And then finally, a player that I always thought that was a good player. I talked about him a lot last summer, like a lot. I started to believe in him, and that man is Ryan Fraser. Last season, I think he had a stellar season. It was way better than a lot of the players that we have, his goals, his assists. And then he obviously dropped off. I know he had injuries this season, but he hasn't been anywhere near the player that we have seen of what he's shown last season. Now, this season, I mean, Ryan Fraser's, I mean, numbers-wise, he's played 32 games. He's only scored 1 goal and gotten 4 assists. Now, there are 9 games left of the season, and unless he has a brilliant run of form where, let's say, he got a mixture of another 5 goals and 4 assists, where it would even make the season even look decent, it's been a really poor season for Ryan Fraser. But clubs are interested in him. Tottenham are said to be very close to signing him, but Arsenal still believe that they're in the race. This is from the Evening Standard. And if it is the case that he hasn't signed a deal with Tottenham, it might not actually be a bad shout. I mean, and it's quite clear that Arsenal are looking for some type of winger, with all the rumours that we've had with the likes of Moussa Diaby, with Justin Kluivert, with Willian, been just some of the few names. And all 3 of the names that I just named, all 3 can play on right and left. So, and all of them are 2-footed. And so is Ryan Fraser. So it's understandable why these links are coming through. Do I think that they're going to happen now? I'm really not sure. However, there's Kieran Tierney, Scottish, Ryan Fraser, Scottish as well. So that there is that, you know, like Fraser knows what's going on there now. He knows the Arteta effect through Tierney, and that could be another reason why Arsenal are and why these rumours are not going away. But let me let me know what you think. Really interested to kind of hear your thoughts on this. Again, not sure on Fraser. I think he's had a really bad season, and then one kind of top season with Bournemouth. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Leave your comments below on what you think of everything in regards to Ryan Fraser, in regards to Maitland-Niles and the Everton AC Milan rumours. Also, what do you think of the man James Ward-Prowse? So leave your comments below. Again, continue to subscribe, comment. Really looking to hear you guys' thoughts, and I will see you all next time.